Hello students, how are you? Welcome to second session of maths, chapter number 5, data handling. In last session, we discussed about how to represent the data in different graphs, where we discussed bar graph, histogram, difference between bar graph and histogram. We also solved few questions of exercise 5.1. In this session, we are going to start with pie chart. How we can represent the given data in form of pie chart and how we can interpret the pie chart. And we will also discuss exercise 5.2.
Starting session 2, standard 8, chapter number 5, data handling. Students, you must have tasted a berry pie. And I know chocolate pie is favorite of all. And a pumpkin pie? How about a jelly pie? And of course, pizza pie also is liked by everyone. And an apple pie is the most popular one. But what do you think? Why I am discussing it here? No, please. I'm not going to share a recipe over here. Here, I am discussing pie because pie means a part of a circle. So, when we represent the data in form of a pie or as a part of a circle, we call it as pie charts or pie diagrams or circle graphs. So, pie charts show the relationship between a whole and its parts. Here, the whole circle is divided into sectors and its size is proportional to the information it represents. Example 1, number of positive cases of corona in different countries. So here you are given data for 5 different countries. For Italy, it is 1 lakh. For UK, it is 1,20,000. For USA, it is 80,000. For Turkey, it is 80,000. And for India, it is 20,000. And total are 4 lakhs. Now, let's see how we can represent this data in form of a pie chart. Here, different colors are representing different countries. First sector of 25% is for Italy. Another one, next one is for UK showing 30%. Next, for USA and Turkey, it is 20%. And for India, it is 5%. So here you can see each sector of the circle is representing a single country. So this way of representation of data is called a pie diagram or a pie chart. So let's see how to calculate this data so that we can represent in a pie chart. For that, we need to carry out some calculation that I am going to show over here for one country, that is Italy. Number of positive cases are 1 lakh. Total number of cases are 4 lakh. So, first finding out the percentage, you know that percentage is equal to part upon total of all parts multiplied by 100. Here, part for Italy is 1 lakh. divided by 4 lakh multiplied by 100. So now here first reducing and cancelling out all the zeros, and then we are left with 1 upon 4 multiplied by 100. So further reducing, 4 ones are 4 and 25 fours are 100. So percentage of positive cases for Italy we are getting are 25%. Now this 25% we are going to convert into degree of an angle, which is equal to 25 upon 100 multiplied by 360. Here 25 is in form of percentage. So in order to remove this percentage sign, we'll write 25 upon 100, which means 25 out of 100. And here we are multiplying with 360 because total degrees of a circle with the center are 360. So further reducing it, we will be getting first reducing 25 fours are 100. So here we'll have 4 and then 90 fours are 360. So here we'll have 90 and here 4 ones are 4. So degree of an angle for Italy, it is 90 degree. And you know how to draw an angle with given particular degree, and that same we are going to use to draw a pie chart. Example number 2. Here amount of food ordered in a hotel, there are total 18 dishes. Out of that 3 are Mexican, 5 are Chinese and 10 are French. And for the same, the pie chart will look something like this. Now, let me show you the calculation that how we can represent the data in form of pie chart. For that, we need to carry out some calculation, that is the proportion of French food we will find by dividing the part of French food by the whole food. That is, the part of French food was 10 and total number of dishes were 18. So the part of French food out of total will be 5 upon 9. So here, in order to convert this 5 upon 9 into degrees. Why? Because we have to represent this part in a circle. And we know that total degrees of a circle, it is 360. So we will multiply this 5 upon 9 with 360. That will give us the answer 200 degrees. Same way, the proportion of Chinese food is equal to number of Chinese dishes, which was 5 dividing by total number of dishes, that is 18. Converting this 5 upon 18, we will multiply it 360 and getting 100 degree. Next is the proportion of Mexican food. Again, number of Mexican dishes were 3 and total number of dishes were 18. So the proportion of Mexican food is 1 upon 6. And so the degree of angle will be 1 upon 6 into 360, which is equal to 60 degree. So again, proportion of French food is 5 upon 9 and degree of angle for the same is 200. Proportion of Chinese food is 5 upon 80. Degree of angle for the same is 100 degree. And proportion of Mexican food is 1 upon 6. And degree of angle for the same is 60 degree. Now, this 60 degree, 100 degrees and 200 degrees we can represent in the pie chart. In and interpreting pie charts, reading a pie chart just means to find out what part of the entire chart does each sector represent. To find the central angle, we use central angle is equal to particular part upon total of parts multiplied by 360 degrees. To find the particular sector, we use particular sector is equal to central angle upon 360 degree multiplied by total of parts. Here we are taking 360 degree. Again I am telling you because total degrees of a circle are 360. So when you are given a data and you have to draw a pie chart, you need to calculate the central angle. For that you will be using this formula. And when you are already given a pie chart, and either it will be given percentage or you're given degrees, then in order to find out particular sector, you will be using this formula. So, starting with exercise 5.2, question number 1, a survey was made to find the type of music that a certain group of young people liked in the city. Following pie chart shows the findings of the survey. From this pie chart, answer the following question. So here you are given a pie chart for different forms of music liked by different people. Let's see first question. If 20 people like classical music, how many young people were surveyed? So here you have to find total number of young people which were surveyed. So reading the pie chart again, you have to focus on classical music. So for classical music, percentage you know, it is 10%. So let X be the number of young people surveyed, then 10% of X is equal to 20 because total number of people we have taken as X. Now 10% means 10 out of 100. So 10x upon 100 is equal to 20. So value of x you will be getting is 20 into 10 is equal to 200. Here we are reducing this 10 by 10 ones are 10 and 10 tens are 100, and this 10 here we are left with, that we are shifting over here on the right hand side. So number of people surveyed are 200. Next is, which type of music is liked by maximum number of people? Here you can see that light music is liked by the maximum number of people. Next question, question number 3. If a cassette company were to make 1000 CDs, how many of each type would it make? So here, number of CDs in respect of, first is classical music, for which you have 10%. Again, 10% means 10 out of 100. So 10 upon 100 multiply by 1000, because here total number of CDs you are given are 1000 and is equal to 100. For semi-classical music, it is 20%. So 20 upon 100 multiplied by 1000 is equal to 200. For folk music, it is 30%. So 30 upon 100 multiplied by 1000 is equal to 300. And for light music, you're given percentage are 40. So 40 upon 100 multiplied by 1000 is equal to 400. Exercise 5.2, question number 4. the given pie chart gives the marks scored in the examination by a student in different subjects: Hindi, English, mathematics, social science, and science. If the total marks obtained by the student were 540, answer the following questions. So here in this pie chart, you can see degree of angle is given for each subject. Okay, so here question number 1. In which subject did the student score 105 marks? So here for different subjects, you know the degree of angle, and that degree of angle you need to convert into marks. So here we have to find out in which subject did the student score 105 marks. So here total marks are 540, and as I have said that total degrees of a circle are 360. If you sum up these degrees, then it will be 360. So the central angle is 360. So for every 1 mark, the central angle is equal to 360 divided by 540. So it is equal to 2 upon 3. So for 1 mark is equal to 2 upon 3 degree, and for 1 degree it will be 3 upon 2 marks. This second one, 1 degree is equal to 3 upon 2 marks. Obviously we are taking the reciprocal. So let's see the solution. Here you have 1 mark is equal to 2 upon 3 degree. So using unitary method, for 105 marks, the central angle is equal to 2 upon 3 multiplied by 105. So reducing further, we'll be getting 70 degree, because here 3 ones are 3 and 35 3s are 105, and then 35 into 2 will be getting 70 degree. So from the given pie chart, the subject is Hindi for 70 degree. Next question, how many more marks were obtained by the student in mathematics than in Hindi? Again, we don't know the marks, so first we'll be taking the difference of the degrees in these two subjects. So here the difference is 90 degree and 70 degree. So 90 minus 70 is equal to 20 degree. And now this 20 degree will be converting into marks, again using unitary method. So for central angle of 20 degree, which is the difference of marks in mathematics and Hindi, marks obtained is equal to 3 upon 2 multiplied by 20. Why? Because we have already calculated that 1 degree is equal to 3 upon 2 marks. So for 20 degree, obviously it will be 3 upon 2 into 20. And further reducing and simplifying, will be getting 30. So 30 more marks were obtained by the students in mathematics than in Hindi. Let's see next question. Examine whether the sum of the marks obtained in social science and mathematics is more than that in science and Hindi. So again, we'll be summing up the degrees of social science and mathematics, and then science and Hindi separately, and then we'll compare it. So here, sum of social science and mathematics is 155, and for science and Hindi it is 150. So obviously 155 is greater than 150 degree. So sum of social science plus mathematics is greater than science plus Hindi. So the sum of marks obtained in social science and mathematics is more than that in science and हिंदी।